Alright, so this is part 2. Now we're going to go ahead and tighten up the bolts for the water pump. I generally do not do them in a specific order. This time it appears that we are going counterclockwise actually. And as always, try not to go too crazy on the bolts as far as when you're trying to torque them down. And obviously that one got stuck, so there you go. On to the next one. And then you'll notice that once you start tightening the rest of the bolts, one or two might feel a little bit more loose since the pressure is going on the pump. Alright, let's get this bypass tube in there. Gonna have to play the wiggle game a little bit. Alright, so now that's in there. There's one bolt holding the integrated bracket. Gonna go ahead and use this guy. Now we went ahead and decided to replace this pulley, this idler pulley, since the bearing was worn out. Not gonna do that one by hand, so here's our little extended ratchet. Make sure that's nice and snug. Alright, that's in there. Now here comes time for the belt. So this time I decided to do the belt instead of the hose first. It doesn't really matter, however you will notice that the belt does become a little bit of an obstruction when you're installing the hose. And as always, make sure the routing is correct. So see what I meant? This part of the belt is kind of in my way. So let's start over. It's not really a big deal, but if you want absolutely nothing in your way, then best to do it when that belt is off. Alright. So now we're going to tighten up that hose clamp on the lower radiator hose. You can use a screwdriver or an 8mm socket. The lower one is always the fun one to do since you can't always get the best angle. Alright, that's done. Move that little guy right there, and now would be the best time to pressure test the cooling system if you have a pressure tester. That way you can see if there's any leaks prior to, installing the fan clutch and having to go in there all over again, or if the gasket didn't get installed correctly, stuff like that. Or if you have a loose clamp on that hose or the upper one, then that'll definitely come up and will make your life a lot easier rather than taking off the fan clutch again and having to do that all over again. And even then you can still do it prior to that, as long as everything's sealed up. You fill it up with coolant and see what's up. Alright, so righty tighty, as they say. Get this guy up on there. Again, use the same special tools to tighten this guy up. Once that's in there, then you move on to your bleeding procedure. But yeah, that's about it. Thanks.